Well, what a WWE show tonight, huh, guys? What a show tonight on Monday Night Raw. WWE started off with the tribute to the men and women who paid who risked their lives for us. They started off with the Memorial Day tribute with the ringing the bell 10 times, and then we opened up the show. With Shane McMahon coming down. Then Stephanie right behind her. They talk about what's going to happen on the show today. Then all suddenly, boom! It's a new day. Yes, it is. Here comes the new day down to the ring. Green Bay, Wisconsin, hosted Monday Night Raw tonight. Says you know what you would really be soured if the New Day was forced to split up. Now, while the WWE World Tag Team Champions should never do such a thing. And, quote, thanks for their own violations. The upcoming brand decision that will split Raw and SmackDown into two decisive rosters may be decision is out of their hands just because though amount of panic for you boys. So they took upon themselves to plead with Shane McMahon and Stephanie to assure their status as a package deal. The McMahon siblings refused to confront one or the other, or several who will be exchanged of SmackDown, but they were excited to as well. Eventually are forced into a dance challenge by the tag team champions. And then of course the Von Villains interrupted and things got complicated. Next up, the WWE Tag Team Champions, the New Day, defeated the Von Villains via disqualification. When in came, it was far to say, if not, for Kofi Kingston, timely accepts it was Ray Rules. The Von Villains could have very well be the WWE Tag Team Champions. Instead, the New Day, so-called, correctly understood why the Gentlemen Brawlers were more in the mood to humiliate the champions in a non-tussling on Raw, because they opposed to simply beating them down. They had a little help in doing so too as the Gallows and Anderson attacked Kingston and Xavier Woods at ringside, which the point of the Von Villains teaming up on the long legal man Big E with a 3 champions down, 8 in English, and Simon Gotch credit for the ring. Gentleman fashion to Gallows and Anderson, who pummeled Big E with the Magic Killer. So we saw Gallows and Anderson drop the Magic Killer on Big E. The Usos defeated Breezango. The WWE World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns calls out Seth Rollins. So Roman Reigns has Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank, which is great for Seth Rollins since he never lost the WWE title and is willing to do anything and everything to get it back. Reigns says, who wasn't exactly thrilled at having to wait to get his hands on the architect. So however, the guy came down into the ring and dared the man to mix it up with a few weeks early. Despite pretty hardcore going that mainly caused Rollins to rush to the ring and fight. Rollins, far from refusing to give Reigns what he wanted. After all that, what's an architect without a plan? The U.S. champion Rusev defeated Zack Ryder. Last minute Memorial Day, Zack Ryder rolled the dice and answered John Cena's U.S. Open challenge. He fell short at the time, but having the taste of success at WrestleMania, he realizes that the ultimate Broski threw himself into the mix against the current U.S. champion, Rusev, in a non-title match on Raw. Unfortunately, this match went the same way. At least one a halter effort ended in defeat in the case at the receiving end of an accolade, all which was enough to provoke Rusev to declare his supremacy over the U.S. Titus O'Neil wasn't convinced, however, the big deal, and got in Rusev's face for the second time in 4 weeks. Only in time has followed enough to shock the champion in the face. Rusev stopped short, but a little privacy may go a long way yet for O'Neil. So it sounds like O'Neil wants to take Rusev down. Enzo and Cass. Enzo Amore and Big Cass defeated the Dudley Boys with the rocket launcher. Put rocket launcher on Devon down for the count. 1, 2, 3. AJ Styles confronts John Cena. John Cena's back and is down. The 15-time World Heavyweight Champion, much to pitch that homecoming, was spoiled by none other than AJ Styles, who having fallen short to the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And firmly decided to make an example out of the next best thing moments after Cena declared that the new era would have gone through him. Styles came down to the ring, and an arrival nearly caused the WWE to implode under the weight of fan support. Once Raycon died down, Styles relevant. He comes to the ring under the frustration of paying respect, and having even seen prime to John Cena Nation leader with Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, came down to the ring. The whole thing was quickly evolved to a reviews. However, all three put a strong stomping on Cena that broke up the last week was only temporarily, culminating in not one but 2, 3 pummelings from the phenomenal one. My bad. So they beat down John Cena. So we see that the club are back together. That was only just the tease. They didn't break up. They're still together. And they beat down John Cena. And AJ Styles came back 3 times and beat up John Cena, pummeling him down. Dana Brooke defeated Natalya. I don't know how I don't really care about that. Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler. Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler was in a technical wrestling match, but Baron Corbin defeated Dolph Ziggler via qualification when Ziggler hit the low blow of Baron Corbin. Dean Ambrose and Cesaro and Sami Zayn defeated Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens and Alberto Del Rio, but Ambrose getting the win for his team. Also, they did a teaser for the WWE 2K16 game, 2K17 game, my bad, with Goldberg. You have to pre-order WWE 2K17, which you get Goldberg when you pre-order the WWE 2K17 game. Now, y'all want to order this game because you'll get Goldberg when you order it from GameStop. So I anticipate you to order WWE 2K17 to get Goldberg's free playable character. They showed a little taser tonight on Raw if you watch Raw. of Goldberg being handcuffed and put in the car. You see on the car, on the windshield, I mean on the hood of the police car, when they putting Goldberg in the car, you see on the police hood of the police car, Suplex City. So that, I don't know if that's some kind of taser for a Brock Lesnar and Goldberg match at WrestleMania, but I guess we'll find out. But that's going to conclude this little Raw review. I hope y'all enjoy it. Please give this video a like and subscribe to more Southern Guy. I have more videos coming for y'all, more content coming on the way. So y'all want to subscribe to the channel because it's going to be great. And also, happy Memorial Day. I didn't get to say that today and didn't get to do a memorial video, but happy late Memorial Day. I hope y'all had a great Memorial Day. I know I did. Had beans, hamburgers, and brownies. It was a great Memorial Day. And I hope y'all had a great Memorial Day too. And I'll be seeing y'all again for the SmackDown review and more other WWE news and content coming y'all's way. So y'all want to subscribe to the channel, Southern Guy, and be sure to give this video a like, and I'll see y'all guys later. Have a great night.